Good morning, one and all. Myself Bhavani from Civil Department. In the last class, I have already told you about the environmental hazard and environmental disasters. Okay. And today's topic is on natural disasters. And coming to the natural disasters, we are going to discuss about earthquakes today. Okay. And in these earthquakes, how those are going to occur and from where it can occur and what are the different criteria we are going to face for the when we are facing the earthquakes. Okay. Will introduce what is meant by natural disaster. It is nothing but the natural occurring disasters, which may be physical phenomena that can be caused due to the rapid or slow events also. Okay. And this will immediate impact will be on the human health and also infrastructure. And coming to the natural disasters types. First one is geophysical disasters, and in this geophysical disaster you can see earthquakes, landslides, tsunamis, volcanic activities. These are all comes under the geophysical disasters. And next one is hydrological disasters, and according to this hydrological disasters, examples are avalanches and also floods. Okay, these are comes under the hydrological, means due to the water, means due to the hydrology, how these natural disasters are going to occur. And third one is climatological disasters, and in this climatological disaster, it is occurred due to the climatic conditions. Okay, and here what are the examples of this climatological is extreme temperatures, droughts, wildfires. These are all comes under the climatological disasters. And next one is meteorological disasters, and in this meteorological disasters, examples are cyclones, storms, and also wave surges. And last one is biological disasters, and in this one biological, due to the some of the disease due to the living organisms, from that living organisms, how the disasters are going to happen. Okay. Recently, we have already faced the coronavirus. This is also one of the biological disaster that comes under the natural disaster only. For this biological, examples are disease epidemics and also insect or animal plagues. These are all the different types of natural disasters. And here, coming to the first one, that is a geophysical one. In today's class, we are going to discuss about the geophysical disasters. In that one, first one, earthquakes, we are going to discuss today. Okay. And what is meant by this geophysical hazards? Nothing but this hazard, it will rise from the processes within the Earth's lithosphere. Earth's lithosphere means it is one of the outer layer of the Earth. Okay. Outer layer of the Earth. If this is your Earth means like this Earth layers will be there. Okay. And here this part is called as the lithosphere. Why? Because here in this lithosphere, overall Earth's crust will be there. Means solid, like a solid particle, it will be there in this lithosphere. When this geological hazards is going to happen on the Earth means from this lithosphere only it will occur, and it will also include the major threat to the human life, infrastructure, and also environmental conditions. And these hazards are associated with the movement of the Earth's crust. And when we are going to face any hazards means these geophysical hazards means mainly this will occur due to the lithosphere, Earth's lithosphere, that is one of the outer layer of the Earth. And in this one, the first one will be earthquakes, tsunamis, landslides, and also volcanic activities. Coming to the first one, in that one, first one, that is earthquakes. What is meant by these earthquakes and how those are going to cause means, coming to the definition of earthquakes, it is nothing but the silent, sudden and violent shaking of the ground that is caused due to the tectonic plates. Okay, tectonic plates along the faults or fractures in the Earth's crust. Crust nothing but lithosphere. And mainly these earthquakes can vary due to the intensity and also magnitude of the Earth's crust. Means some of the magnitude will be somewhat low, and that earthquakes cause some minor loss to the environment. And when this magnitude is very heavy, means up to 8 9, then automatically there will be major losses in the human life and also for the environment and also for the infrastructure. And due to this, and this may result in the structural damage, and this will also cause the tsunamis, landscapes, and also other some of the secondary hazards. When earth is going to move, means automatically in the water surface there is tsunamis are going to occur, and where the whole surface is land only, means there on the landslides will going to occur. And these are all the main things that is going to cause due to the earthquakes. It is nothing but the sudden and violent shaking of the ground that will be caused due to the tectonic plates. And why these earthquakes are going to occur means, mainly when any suddenly tectonic moments will be going to occur on the Earth's crust. When this tectonic moments is going to occur on the Earth's surface, means automatically on that one tectonic plates will be there. When that two tectonic plates that will rub each other or one rides over the another, means that will automatically cause the earthquakes. And mainly largest fault of this Earth's surface will be due to the boundaries between the moving plates, and due to the sudden shaking of the Earth's surface, means ground, there will be, why these are causing means due to the seismic waves that will be caused due to the Earth's rocks. Due to seismic waves, what is meant by this seismic wave means that is one of the energy that is formed in the Earth's crust. When these seismic waves suddenly they get released into the Earth's crust, means these seismic waves that will suddenly shake the Earth's surface. And when this is going to happen, means tectonic plates, there will be movement on the tectonic plates. When these tectonic plates, it will ride one of the over, means automatically then only earthquakes are going to happen. And here you can see, this is the epicenter. This epicenter is nothing but the center point where the earthquake is going to happen. Means this is overall, this is our ground surface. This is our ground level, means this will be the down thrown block. Means this one we can say as some lithosphere. And here focus and falls nothing but what, means here only seismic waves are going to occur. When the seismic waves are going to happen at this stage, means automatically there will be movement on the tectonic plates. Okay, and these tectonic plate will only cause the earthquakes on the earth surface. And next one is, these earthquakes are occur due to the geologic faults and narrow zones, and where these rock masses will be, there will be relation between the two rock masses, then only these earthquakes are going to happen. And coming to the next one, that is fault. What is meant by this fault and why we are going to use, means here you can see fault line. Here you can see this fault line is nothing but it is a surface trace of a fault, the line of interaction between the earth surface. When at the epicenter, what will happen means automatically from that center point only earthquakes are going to happen, and there will be a line interaction between the earth crust. There only these faults will be there. Automatically these fault line of the world are located at the fringes of the huge tectonic plates. And what is meant by these tectonic plates is large scale motion of the plates making up the Earth's lithosphere. These faults is nothing but the lithosphere surface. means earth crust will be called as faults. There only faults are going to form. Okay, and in that one, when this earthquake is going to happen means there will be no warning signs also. Suddenly it will occur due to this movement of the tectonic plates. Due to the movement of the earth surface, earthquakes are going to happen. We don't know when that is going to occur. At the earthquake stations, they will just know the magnitude, and if it is suddenly going to happen means they will only know that earthquake is going before the some minutes only. Why? Because these earthquakes are suddenly occurring natural disasters. When this is going to happen means automatically it will kill many people, because there will be no warning signs, and preparedness will not be there. Okay, and because of the government also educating the people how, when the earthquakes occurred, how we are going to protect ourselves. So in our disaster management, we are going to learn deeply about the preparedness. Why? Because if any disaster, that may be natural disaster or artificial disaster, means nothing but man induced disasters. Man induced disasters or natural disasters, if those are going to happen means we have to prepare. When, if we are prepared means we can save ourselves from the any type of disasters that is going to happen. So nowadays these government are putting so much efforts to the around the world, means to educate the people. If any disasters is going to happen means how we are going to save ourselves from the disaster. That is one of the major point. Why? Because if we are not going to protect ourselves means we are not going to protect the environment and also our family also. So that's why preparedness is very much important, and nowadays so many workshops and so many guest lectures are carried on this disaster management, how we are going to prepare when these disasters are going to happen. And earthquakes are only means how they are going to cause means at the lithosphere, means in this earth surface, there only some hard rock surface will be there. That surface is called as the lithosphere. There only these earthquakes are going to happen. Okay, and coming to the next topic means what causes this earthquakes, how this earthquake is going to cause. Here this earth crust is mainly composed of the solid core, mantle and also tectonic plates. And these tectonic plates, when they are going to move due to any some molten lava. Why? Because if nearby areas there will be volcanoes, means when any volcano is erupted, when volcano is erupted, then automatically earth surface will going to move. Then what will happen means these tectonic plates, means below the earth surface lithosphere will be there. There only these tectonic plates will be there. When there will be movement in the volcanoes means tectonic plates will also be constantly moving due to this triggeredness of the molten lava inside this earth crust. Then automatically tectonic plates are going to move, and this constant movement that will automatically leads to the plates sliding each other, means these are the tectonic plates. When any molten lava, when any volcanoes are going to erupt means there will be rubbing between the two tectonic plates, means like this it will rub. Automatically what will happen means they will drift away from each other. That will only cause the these interactions between the tectonic plates, and then only earth is going to, means this earthquake is going to happen. And mainly what will happen means automatically that will kill people and also living organisms, and animals included also. Okay, and this is one of the other picture. Here you can see these are the tectonic plates. Here you can see these two are the tectonic plates. This one is fault. When these two tectonic plates, when any nearby lava or due to the very hot temperature, then automatically its surface will going to constantly moving, and at that time these seismic waves is also going to happen. when these seismic waves and also these constant movement of these tectonic plates happen, means there will be occurring of the earthquake. And nextly, when these plates will move each another, means there will be point to interact, and this interaction between the tectonic plates, means two tectonic plates interaction, is called as the fault line, means line of interaction between the tectonic plates, that is called as the fault line. This fault line is also sometimes known as fracture in the earth surface also. And when the moments of the tectonic plates will going to move, means automatically there will be releasing of potential energy, that is also called as stored energy. This one, when it is these tectonic plates will get move, means automatically there will be some meeting point will be there, that is called as hypocenter. When these seismic waves and also other things like tectonic plates constantly moving and seismic waves is constantly happening, when means a fault line will be nothing but the line of interaction between the two plates. When these are all criteria will going to happen, means that will only results into the earthquakes. Okay. Next, mainly these earthquakes, these are having the four shocks. What is meant by this four shocks? Nothing but it is a bigger type of earthquakes that is going to occur the large area, means large area nothing but when compared with these earthquakes, it is somewhat that magnitude and that impact on the earth surface will be somewhat low when compared to the earthquakes. So that's why it is called as four shocks. Four shocks are nothing but the smaller version of the earthquakes that will occur in the same area as the bigger earthquakes that happen afterwards, means after this earthquake occurred, then four shocks are going to come. Why? Because after that movements of the tectonic plates all happened and completed also, then these four shocks will going to come. Why? Because this one, it is one of the smaller version of this earthquakes. And these also scientists told that it is this foreshock, it is not a earthquakes they told first, but after earthquakes occurred, means then immediately these foreshocks also coming. So from the scientists, they didn't told whether it is an earthquake until the real earthquake occur. Mainly these foreshocks, it is nothing but the small yeah, and mainly it is nothing but the smaller version of the earthquakes. There is also one of the other object, that is aftershock. These aftershocks are nothing but the collection of small earthquakes that takes after the main earthquake, means these four shocks, aftershocks, these are all same only. Four shocks nothing but overall earthquake will be coming at that time. Before earthquake only these four shocks will be there. After the earthquakes, we are going to face this aftershocks also. Before this is, if this is your earthquake, means before we are there will be foreshock occurring, and after earthquake we are going to face the aftershock here. Okay, and here depending on the magnitude of the main shock, means main shock nothing but what? Real earthquake here, means this one is called as the main shock. Before occurring the main shock is called as foreshock. After occurring of the main shock is nothing but the aftershock. And depending upon the magnitude of the main shock, means nothing but earthquake. Aftershocks means after occurring of the earthquakes. This aftershock may continue to happen for weeks, months and also years also. Means after completion of the main earthquakes, it is going to happen. Mainly, this earthquake occurred means there will be so much energy is going to released from the focal point. And this focal point This one it is also called as epicenter. Means this epicenter will be where we can found it means shallow depth of the earth surface. Here you can see. This is the shallow depth of the earth surface here. Okay, that is one of the main point we have to know here. Focus point is also known as epicenter. Where we can find this epicenter is from the shallow depth of the earth surface, and from this earth surface only, from this epicenter only, seismic waves are going to happen, and that seismic waves it will automatically released in all directions. Means four directions these seismic waves are going to be produced. Then these seismic waves are going to travel at very high speed depending upon the material that will go through. Means that material is rock, means that will automatically somewhat slowness will be there for this seismic waves. It is somewhat loose material, means then seismic waves are at very high speed. These are going to happen. And where do these earthquakes are going to happen means, first one is focus point. What is meant by this focus point is where the fault, where ruptures is going to occur, and the location from where the seismic waves are released. When these seismic waves are going to release means it will release in all the directions, and at this point rupture is going to happen. That point where the rupture is going to happen and also seismic waves are released means that point is called as the focus point here. And next one is epicenter. This epicenter is nothing but the point on the earth surface that is directly above the focus point. Means if this is your focus point where the seismic waves are going to happen, above this focus point only this epicenter will be there. Okay, this epicenter is nothing but the where these earthquakes are going to happen. Means there only that center point is called as the epicenter, where earthquakes or any underground explosions will be happening. There that point is called as the epicenter. And coming to the last one, that is fault line. This fault line is nothing but the surface trace of the fault point. And this one it is nothing but the when these tectonic plates are constantly moving, that line of interaction between the earth surface. Here I already show you the picture here. This one between the two tectonic forces means where they are constantly moving, that line of interaction between that point is called as the fault line between the earth surface. Line of interaction between the earth surface, that is called as the fault line. And here you can see and how these seismic waves are going to happen. And this one is the focus point. This one is the epicenter point where the earthquakes are going to happen. Okay, and these are all the tectonic plates movements here. Means here you can see this crack. This is nothing but the breaking of the earth surface. Okay, and another small thing is human induced earthquakes. Mainly when comparing these earthquakes with our India, these earthquakes in India, actually 4 great earthquakes happened in our country at the magnitude of 8.5. That is one of the greatest magnitude earthquake in this past 100 days that is only happened. Means 8.5 magnitude. Okay, and there will be when this magnitude 8.5 magnitude earthquake occurred means at that time there is so much economic damage is happened and also human memory. But after all this happening also our human memory is somewhat small and it is generally not recognized also. Why? Because at some point we will forget about these disasters. Why? Because our daily life will be normal only. Means if these disasters are going to happen means that impact will be stay up to some months or some weeks only, not for years nowadays. Why? Because technology is developing means if the technology is developing, so automatically if any disasters is going to happen means impact will be somewhat reduced when compared with some previous decades. Okay, and this 8.5 magnitude earthquake happened also. We are not at all considering this earthquakes. Why? Because we are living our life and just we are thinking about our future only, not about the past here. Okay, and one of the ways to mitigate this destructive impact of earthquake is seismic hazard analysis, and by this seismic hazard analysis we have to take the remedial measures here. Why? Because if seismic hazard analysis nothing but if you are constructing the any building or any bridge or any other structure means we have to do the structural hazard analysis there. Means if any earthquake is going to happen means what we have to do to protect our structure and to protect ourselves from that earthquakes. Okay, we have to take the remedial measures here. And in this seismic hazard analysis, what we are going to consider means we have to estimate the various effects like ground failure by faulting and soil liquefaction, ground shaking, tsunamis generation. These are all the causes that will be causing due to the earthquakes in a region here. Okay, and coming to the next one, that is types of earthquakes. In these types of earthquakes, first one is tectonic earthquakes. Mainly these earthquakes are composed of the tectonic plates here. Means I already told you these tectonic plates are capable of moving slowly and gradually. Means these tectonic forces will not ride one another at a high speed. This will slowly and gradually these tectonic forces are going to move here. And when this movement is started from different forms means this will one tectonic force will ride another on the another tectonic force also. Means due to this shaking or movement of this tectonic force only, this earthquake is called as the tectonic earthquakes. Means sliding of these tectonic forces one upon the other, that is called as the tectonic earthquakes. Mainly this tectonic force is the widespread kind of earthquakes in the world. Maybe this magnitude may be small or large. We cannot imagine means how much magnitude it will going to occur, at what magnitude it is going to occur, at what intensity it is going to occur. We don't know the exact magnitude. Means these earthquakes are natural disaster. We don't know how at what time and what place that is going to occur. We don't know anything. This magnitude may be small or large. And here due to this tectonic earthquakes, impact on the society will be very heavy. Means after these disasters, it will take many time to know what is happening there. Okay, and if the magnitude is very high, this earthquake magnitude is very high means there will be capable of bringing down the entire city in seconds only. Why? Because if magnitude of 9 to 10 or above or 8 also, this is the magnitude, high magnitude values here. Okay, when this magnitude earthquakes are going to happen means then within some fraction of seconds only cities are going to destroy. Okay, and here you can see it is one of the picture, and when earthquakes are going to occur you can see means in the middle of the road earthquake is going to, it's picture of the earthquake that is in the middle of the road it happened. Means it will break the road into two layers. Okay, coming to the next one, that is volcanic earthquakes. In this volcanic earthquakes, when compared with these tectonic earthquakes, volcanic earthquakes are somewhat less prevalent. Why? Because this tectonic force it will occur at any areas. Okay, it any areas, means but these volcanic earthquakes are going to occur where the volcanoes are going to present. And these volcanic earthquakes, this will come in two forms. One is long period volcanic earthquakes and second one is volcanotectonic earthquakes. What is meant by this? Coming to the form, that is volcanotectonic earthquakes. This will, how this volcano eruption, means volcano, a tectonic earthquake is going to happen, means during an earthquakes there will be eruption of the volcano. When this eruption of the volcano will be there, means from there magma will erupt from the inside of the earth crust, means there will be space will be remaining inside the earth's surface. These space left after the magma eruption, that must be filled. If that to fill it, we have to just fill that area, means how we are going to fill that area? These rocks move towards the space, resulting in the severe earthquakes. When these volcanoes, they erupt the magma to the earth surface, below the earth surface or on the earth surface, means automatically there will be space, gap will be there in the earth crust. Then that gap we should be just fill. If we cannot fill that one, means these earthquakes are going to happen, means level will not be there. What will happen means those tectonic plates will ride one another at this point. Then only these earthquakes are going to happen. Mainly in number of occasions, what we are facing is this magma will blocks the vents during the volcanic activity. And at high pressure, means it fails to release also. At that point, there will be massive explosion will going to happen. Means at a high pressure it is going to release, means it will be somewhat destructive only. Why? Because if the massive explosion is going to happen, means that will results into the very heavy magnitude earthquake also. And coming to the second one, that is long period of volcano earthquakes. Means what is meant by this long period of volcanic earthquake means this will takes place after the volcanic eruption only. And after this volcanic eruption happen, means after some days, the magma inside the earthquakes that experiences rapid changes in the heat. Then due to this heat, means change in heat, their seismic waves is going to happen, that will only results into the earthquakes. Okay, this is called as the long period of volcanic earthquake. Here you can see the earthquake. When this you can see the volcano here. When this volcano eruption will going to happen, means magma will get released onto outside of the earth surface. When this is going to happen, inside of that volcano there will be space is going, we have to fill the space into the volcano, otherwise earthquakes are going to happen. That is called as the volcanotectonic earthquakes. This long period volcanoes is nothing but when after the explosion that magma heat will be there, means because of this change in heat, this long period earthquakes are going to happen. Okay. And coming to the next one, that is explosion earthquakes. These earthquakes are occurred due to the nuclear explosions, means any atomic bomb or nuclear bomb that will fall on our earth's surface, means these earthquakes are going to happen, means because of this waves, because of the waves that is coming from the nuclear explosions, we are going to face these earthquakes. During the 1930s, nuclear tests are conducted by the United States here. Okay, at that time some small towns and also villages they get destructed because of these explosions only. Okay, and mainly these explosion earthquakes, these are nothing but the man triggered. means man-induced earthquakes. These are the man-induced earthquakes, means we already know if these explosions are going to happen repeatedly or with high magnitude it is going to happen, means there will be, that will lead to the earthquake. Okay, and these type of man triggered, means explosions are nothing but the man triggered only. These kind of earthquakes that will represent the biggest impact of modern day nuclear war also. Okay, and coming to the next one, collapse earthquakes. And in these collapse earthquakes, these earthquakes, maybe these are somewhat smaller magnitude earthquakes. Due to this, these are occurred. Why these are occurred means due to the underground mining. When nearby areas, underground mining will be going on. Near that underground mining land only, these collapse earthquakes are going to happen. These collapse earthquakes we can also called as mine burst. Mine bursts. And these collapse earthquakes are initiate due to the pressure generated from the rocks only. And this kind of earthquake that will lead to the collapse of the roof of the minings. Why? Because if you so much some big missions we are going to use for the mining purpose. Okay, then that vehicles that will insert into the earthquakes, some rock to rock spaces will going to happen at that time only. Due to this mining action only, these collapse earthquakes are going to happen, means there will be that rock surface will not be leveled. Okay, what will happen then? That tectonic plates will rub one another because of the unleveling of the earth crust. Okay, this collapse earthquakes are going to happen at that time only. And these collapse earthquakes are prevalent in small towns where these underground minings are located. Means it is quite normal where this mining is located. Why? Because then what will happen? Automatically these small earthquakes, due to these mining missions so much, these earthquakes are going to happen. Means like this, near the mining areas, if you are going to build any this type of buildings, means automatically that tectonic plates moment will be there. Okay, when that moment occurred, means automatically there will be collapsing of the buildings here. You can see here. Okay, and that's all for today. We will see in the next class. Thank you. These are the references I have referred. You can check this. Okay, thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.